Well, if you follow them buzzards, Lord, that's where you'll find me. Walk through the mud and by the drops of blood, and that's where I'll likely be. Now see them buzzards in that circle flying above me in the sky. They're waiting for that perfect moment to rip my flesh and take my eye. And that's where I'll likely be. See them buzzards in that circle, find up me in the sky, waiting for the perfect moment to rip my flesh and take my eye. You better make sure you pet that dog. You're gonna keep him on your porch. If you let him wander, it's only a matter of time. The one of them buzzers gonna clutch onto him and take him from your side. Soul. Hey, they know what's best for you. You best leave that old dog alone. Baby, throwing stones at you since the days when you was young. Lay their judgment, lay their blame with a wanted, wicked tongue. Ones that peck at me just to know my name. That buzzards feast on what was once us. The air fills of anger and shame.
All right, welcome in everybody to episode number 15 of Tunesday Tuesday with yours truly, Boston Chris. Glad to have you here, guys. We are actually going to be hanging out with a buddy of mine, a singer-songwriter from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, DFW, the Metroplex, whatever you want to call it. My buddy T Bone Stearns is here tonight. You were just listening to his song called Buzzards, and we'll be playing another one of his songs here in a moment. After we chat with T-Bone. But if you are watching this later on YouTube, make sure you click the recap, the entire recap in your description below. There'll also be some support links to T-Bone as well. You can also support the show with a sponsorship or a donation. Those links will be in the description as well. And yeah, so this is episode 15 with T Bone Stearns. We're in the middle of February. We're excited to have y'all here, and we are going to get ready with T Bone. If you are in the live chats, we are on Twitch, TikTok, and Facebook. If you are in any of those live chats and you would like to request a song, you are more than welcome to do so. Just make sure that the song is not offensive or hateful in any way, and we will definitely play it. There is really no limit either, so Ross, welcome into the live chat. Good to see you. Guys, without any further ado, we're going to get in it with T Bone Stearns from the DFW. Excited to chat with him tonight. Let's do it. T Bone, what's up, buddy?
What's happening?
Not
How
too
are
much. How you doing tonight, man?
Oh, well, I woke up, so that means I got to try, right?
Yeah. Well, we don't have to try. We don't have to technically.
You got to. You got to. You can't just be thankful for waking up. If you wake up, by God, you owe it to yourself to try.
Well, all right. Well, I guess that's a fair point. So I think
But
this
we're
is
all
the
guilty of being a little lazy.
absolutely. I think this is the first time T Bone and I have actually spoken in person. We've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
But you're in the DFW area, right?
Yeah. I'm based out of Fort Worth.
And so play a lot of the stockyards, I imagine.
We run, we've had a residency at Filter McNasty's on Sunday afternoons for 10 years.
I thought it was a long time. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, this June will be 10 years.
Wow. And the thing is, like, residencies are disappearing, like, a lot nowadays. So, like, to hold that still is impressive. So what got you into the music business?
Elvis Presley.
Really?
Well, it got me into music when I was little. And I was in the sign industry for 25 years, and I'd played in bands, and I'd played this, and I'd done, whatever. And I wanted to give myself a shot at least one time to see what I could do. And so I left the sign industry after 25 years, and I gave myself 1 year playing music and doing side jobs if I needed extra money. And I said, if I wasn't doing any better musically in a year, I could easily fall back into the industry. And I haven't been back. So
how long ago was that?
That was in 2012.
So full-time musician for going on your 13th year then, huh?
Yeah.
And when did songwriting start for you?
Oh, when I was a kid. I remember writing songs at school. I would just write stuff, and just sing along and, come up with my own little melodies. Now I couldn't put music to none of it, but I definitely had my melodies and stuff and did stuff like that. Elementary school, we're talking first, second grade, stuff like that.
So songs always start melodically for you?
Man, they vary. Every one of them has to be something I've experienced, something I've lived through, something I've done. I have a motto: you got to live it so you don't lie it.
Yeah.
And so they all start from right here, and then I'll have a thought, or I'll have something come through my head, just a little melody or a line, or I'll think of something, how it'll kind of dance in my head a little bit, and go from there. I've woke up before and had a song already written it was like I wrote it in my sleep in a dream. Sat up and wrote the song in 15 minutes. I had the guitar riff and everything already. I mean, I just had it. It was there.
That happens a lot more than you would know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they come about,
Yeah.
So I take them how they come.
Do you ever revisit ideas too? Like something is just kind of sitting on hold for a long time and then you revisit it later on?
I've got a song that I started writing in 2009 that I have not finished, and actually played it the other on Sunday. I played it on Sunday, goofing around, but I need to I need to actually sit down and finish it. But I'm stumped on it.
Yeah.
So I play as much as I've got, and then I'll stop.
See, I've heard stories like that where, songs will just be sitting dormant. I've heard other stories from songwriters where they'll have like snippets of different, different verses and things, and then later on, the last verse will come to them, and then they'll just piece them together. Like at first, they're not even in the same song, and then they just kind of put it in there as like a puzzle, and it works. Does that work for you as well sometimes?
It does. Back in my 20s, I was playing with a guy that he wrote a lot of stuff. I mean, he had spiral notebooks, numerous spiral notebooks just full of lyrics and songs and everything. And I would actually pick through them, and I would take a line or a verse out of one and take another one and put them all together and make an actual one song out of it, out of like 4 or 5,
Right.
And we worked really well together. He wrote a lot, and I've always been really good at arranging stuff.
So that's cool. That's cool. So you're open for co-writes too. Do you co-write a lot, or is it mostly solo?
Mostly solo. I've got some songs I've co-written with Phil Wallace, Rob Redwine, other fellas. And it's sparingly. Sometimes it's hard to write with other people because you're just not on the same wavelength.
Especially if you're used to writing from your own life experiences too. Like if that's your go-to, it's hard to live through somebody else's eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love Rob Redwine, just so we're clear. I'm a huge Rob fan, man. I love Rob to death.
Little Bobo, I love him to death. Yeah, I do a lot of his stuff. Well, I say a lot. I think I do three of his songs. One that he wrote called Rodeo Clown, and that's going to be on my new album that'll be coming out here.
Nice, heck yeah.
Soon. And but we've got a couple of songs that, actually another one that we co-wrote called The Needle, and it will be on the new album also.
Nice. My 2 favorite songs by him are One Bullet Left and Dylan and the Devil.
Good songs.
Yeah, I wish One Bullet Left was out there though, man. He released that as Red Wine and Roses, and it's just nowhere. Like you can't find it. There are a couple of live versions of it, but that's about it.
I've got a CD of it. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Get you some.
I'm sure I have it on CD here somewhere now that I think about it. But like, as far as like adding it to a YouTube playlist or something like that, you can't do it.
Right.
It sucks. But yeah. So I love the name of your band, and I'd be remiss without asking you about this. It's T Bone Stearns and the Low Flying Buzzards. I freaking love this. So tell me the origin of this band name. I gotta hear it.
We were playing at a little dive in Fort Worth on East Lancaster, and the owner of the bar is walking around, saying he's got the East Lancaster Low Flying Buzzard Blues, and I just kind of stole.
You jacked it. I love it.
Hey, he sent me a message when I started putting the promos out and everything, and he sent me a message. He goes, "I really like the name of your band." So I said, "Well, thank you."
Yeah, I came up with it all by myself. You had nothing to do with it. Another mutual friend that we have, Phil Wallace, is your pick for the song of the week. This is Phil's debut single, and it's funny because in June I started doing a song of the day, and the very first song that I picked for song of the day was this song. It's The Beast in Me.
It's killer too.
Oh, I freaking love it. So why'd you pick this one? Why'd you pick it?
I watched it from I watched the whole thing grow from the seed to the final production. It was just, and I got it. I related a lot to the song myself. He wrote one a few years back called The Hard Stuff.
Yep.
And he sent it to me, and I was going through exactly what that song was. Every lyric was what I was living at the moment. And it's funny because he said he was going to try and shop it to Dakota Jinx. And I said, well, I'm going to steal it. And I love the song so much, and I did. I mean, I know he wrote it, but I feel like I did when I sing it and play it. It's that personal to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I get the same vibe from the Beast in Me. And it's just, I mean, the Beast in Me is such a killer tune.
Yeah, it really is. I'm excited to play it here tonight. It will be the first time I play it on this show. But it was the genesis to my songs of the day. Like, I bet you Phil doesn't even know that. It was the very first one we did. And I've been doing that since June. We've had a different song every day ever since then. And as long as I'm alive, I'm going to do that, try to find new songs and put those out there. Yeah. But yeah, let's get into the reason why you're here tonight. You're promoting a song called Blue. Tell us about this song. Take us into the room as you're writing it and all that.
I was dating a girl. Go figure. I mean, it beats the alternative. And
it's always about a girl, right?
Seems to be. But we were, just hanging out and talking, and just nonchalantly we were just talking about this and that. And she said, told me her favorite color was blue, light blue, dark blue, any shade of blue. And that just stuck with me, and we stopped seeing each other. And her favorite color is blue, any shade of blue. That's where I got that idea from that little conversation we had. I just wrote around it. It was another one of those, 20, 30 minutes.
Is most of your writing conversational like that? Just something that you hear, or it's part of the everyday vernacular that you're picking up?
Sometimes I'll hear somebody say something and it'll stick with me. If I can think of something clever to do around it, I will.
Yeah.
I like watching like old westerns, and I've gotten ideas from old westerns that I try and use. I haven't really put one out yet, but I've got a lot of ideas from like the old Rifleman show and Have Gun Will Travel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I love those old westerns like that.
Do you watch the newer stuff? Like I'm stuck on 1923 right now. That's what I'm watching.
Man, I haven't gotten into any of the Yellowstone stuff.
Oh, you got to, man. You got to.
I watched, what was the one where they did a lot of the filming in Fort Worth in the stockyard?
Are you talking about The Landman?
No, it was the second Yellowstone series.
1883?
Yeah.
I think that's what you're talking about, yeah.
And they did
Tim McGraw in it? Had Tim McGraw?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did a lot of filming there in the stockyards.
Yeah.
They had a lot of it closed off, and they brought in a bunch of dirt and built some set around it. And so I watched some of that happen, right there in front of me. But I wanted to see how it came out on film and whatnot. So I watched like the first 2 episodes when they had the Fort Worth part in it. And after that, I didn't really watch it.
Yeah, I'm stuck on 1923 right now. I just started watching it the other day, and I'm binging through it. It'll be fast, I'm sure. But golly,
I'm not a big TV guy. Like I said, if I do watch anything, it's on my Roku, and I'm watching old westerns, TV westerns and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have a hard time staying focused with shows now. Like, I have to put CC on, like, in order to read the shit, and then I can focus a little bit more. But if I don't have that on there, I'm picking up the phone and, like, multitasking. I can't stop doing that. I hate that, too, because I hate, like, just being that screen person, with your phone in your hand. But yeah, I'm excited that you were here tonight, man. I appreciate you hanging out with me. This has been episode 15 of Tunesday Tuesday. Where can people follow along with everything you have going on, T Bone?
T Bone Stearns on the Facebook. T Bone Stearns and Low Flying Buzzard Instagram. Find me in the stockyards every Sunday. I'll be there every Sunday till Jesus comes back.
There you go.
And then it'll be every other Sunday.
And what time is your residency there?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Okay.
3, yeah.
So in the stockyards, you have to say "ish" at the end of the time because.
Well, yeah. Sometimes yeah.
I know this all too well, man. I know it all too well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been to many shows over there, and they never start on time.
Nope.
That's so true. Well, T-Bone, you have.
I used to put down on start times. I'd put like 8:06 or whatever. We ain't starting right on time. We never will.
People used to say to me all the time, "What time does the show start?" I'd say, "Well, do you want to know what time it starts, or do you want to know what time it's scheduled to start?"
Right.
Because there is a massive difference.
Damn right.
Oh man, T-Bone, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, man. We're gonna get into the music. I appreciate you, and I'll definitely, if you have anything else coming out in the future, I'd love to have you back.
Awesome, man. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate you.
You too, man. You have a great night. I'm gonna end the chat, okay?
You bet. See you, everybody.
Yeah, bye-bye. We are going to get into the music. So there is no currently there is no studio version of this song on YouTube. So T-Bone has sent me a copy of this on MP3, and we're going to play that, and then we'll get into Phil Wallace, The Beast and Me. I do want to let everybody know, if you are here and you clicked on the interview on YouTube, make sure you go into the description below if you want to see a recap of the entire show that includes all the music. That'll be down there in the description, and make sure you're following along with everything that T Bone Stearns has going on. And if you're in the Fort Worth area on a Sunday at 3-ish, then go check him out. He'll be there. But let's get into the music. This is T Bone Stearns, and the song is called Blue.
There are times when I feel forgotten. I could be right, hell, I could be wrong. I tend to sing and write about it often. Right now is right where I belong. Yeah, it is. Lonely times that come upon me. The emptiness, just another day. I miss having lunch under a shade tree. Lord, I reckon it's okay, I feel this way, 'cause the favorite color is blue. It's blue. I think back on days when I was handsome. I wonder how that all just went away. Times I feel my heart is held for ransom. The tears and the paint are all I have to pay. But her favorite color is blue. Lord, it's blue. Her favorite color is blue. Lord, yeah. Any shade of blue. On the day that I die, now will she think of me? Will she look up at the sky and wonder if my love for her was ever true? It won't matter then, my heart will no longer be blue. Color is blue, any shade of blue. Her favorite color is blue.
All right, that was T Bone Stearns. The song is called Blue. I want to thank once again T Bone for coming on tonight. Thank you so much, man. Like I said, I've known T Bone for a really long time, but we never really chatted before, so it was kind of cool to hang out with him, and hopefully we can catch a live show with him at some point as well. Really excited to move on to the T-Bone's pick of the week. And T-Bone's pick of the week is, of course, our mutual friend Phil Wallace doing, I believe, and somebody will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this was his debut single. The song is called The Beast in Me, and I know y'all will love it. Y'all check it out.
Stage. I do my best to turn another page and give what's left of me. The lights go down, the music starts. I do it all right from the heart, what they can't see. That whiskey starts to flow, it's when they meet. The beast in me. I come rolling in the sunrise. You just know it's been a hard ride. I put up a hard fight all night just to get back home. And I know I'd be your last bet. You haven't seen my best yet, and I see your light. It's so bright and it leads me on. And where I'll go here, I just can't see, but that's the beast in me. Look into my empty eyes, you know I'd like to get it right, and I know you see. Yelling up and down these halls, and there's a hole in every wall, you can't breathe. Just the thought of losing you should set me free. But that's the beast in me. When I come rolling in at sunrise, you just know it's been a hard ride. I put up a hard fight all night just to get back home. And I know I'd be your last bet. I do my best to turn another page and give what's left of me.
All right, that's Phil Wallace with The Beast in Me. That is T Bone's pick of the week. I want to once again thank T Bone Stearns for being here on the show tonight. Again, you guys make sure you check out his song Blue. He also has some songs on Spotify, including the aforementioned The Hard Stuff. I think it's The Hard Stuff. Let me make sure that's true. It's either The Hard Stuff or The Hard Way. The Hard Stuff is correct. That is also on Spotify and YouTube. Make sure you're following along with everything T-Bone has going on. And again, thank you, T-Bone, for being my 15th guest here on Tunesday Tuesday. We're going to move on with some more awesome music, including the brand new single. This is brand new music on Tunesday Tuesday with yours truly, Boston Chris. Brand new stuff. This is Ghost to You by Meredith Crawford, one of my favorite singer-songwriters of all time. Y'all check it out.
Nothing really changes.
All right, that is Ghost to You by my buddy Meredith Crawford. Wow, I stuttered a little bit there. Meredith Crawford from the Tyler, Texas area. And that leads me to some bizarre history facts. Did you know that technically George Washington was not, I repeat, not the first president of the United States? It's kind of true. You see, before the U.S. had the Constitution, which established the executive, judicial, and legislative branches of the government, they had what was called the Articles of Confederation. And under this legislation, the central authority of the United States was the Second Continental Congress. And John Hanson was the very first politician elected as president of the Continental Congress. And again, this was largely an administrative role. Now, several other men held the title of president before George Washington's election in 1789, because the Constitution was ratified in 1787. So there were actually several technical presidents before George Washington. The more you know, the more you know. Moving back into the music, we have Remember the Time by the Teskey Brothers. Y'all check it out.
memory I wanna stay. The memory I wanna stay. The memory I wanna stay. Yeah. The memory I wanna stay. Oh,
Yeah, the Teskey brothers live on Tunesday Tuesday. The song is called Remember the Time. Love it, love it, love it. Next up on our song playlist is another brand new single. Actually, it's not brand new. It's a couple years old, but I think she just released it as a single recently. I'm not sure, but this is Jessee Lee, otherwise known as Jess Lee, and this is called Dive Bar Superstar. And if you're wondering, guys, a lot of these songs came from social media and me just asking for songs to play. So make sure you are following along with everything we have going on. Essentially, you can find us at The Boston Chris Show, no matter what platform. I mean, we're everywhere. So, just go ahead and do that. That way you can be informed when we have everything going on. But once again, this is Dive Bar Superstar from Jessee Lee. Y'all check it out.
It's a shame you ain't more famous. How long will this success thing take you? Said some ignoramus at the bar. Well, I smiled and said, man, can't you tell I'm famous here at the Wishing Well? Free drinks and front row parking for my car. And my name's up on the marquee sign in the tip jar's full. Hell, I know I ain't where you think I ought to be, but I'm where I are. Yeah, I'm a dive bar superstar. Well, I show up in my beat-up wagon, sometimes with the tailpipe dragging, along with all my funny-smelling friends. We wear sunglasses in the dark and turquoise rings like old Guy Clark, singing to the hometown crowd again. And my name's up on the marquee sign in the tip jar's full. Hell, I know I ain't where you think I ought to be, but I'm where I are. Yeah, I'm a dive bar superstar. Everybody's gotta have a place to start, so get your tickets while you can, 'cause I ain't planning on being here forever, man. My name's up on the marquee sign in the tip jar's full. Hell, I know I ain't where you think I ought to be, but I'm where I are. Yeah, I'm a dive bar super, living off nickels from a pickle jar. Yeah, dive bar super, selling t-shirts from the back of my car. Yeah, dive bar superstar.
Let's go. It's Jessee Lee. The song is called Dive Bar Superstar. Guys, I had no idea what happened to my monitor. I had no idea. That that Kinfo, the boys from Kinfo, were in that song. Rico Gonzalez on fiddle, et al. That's amazing. I love to see collaboration like that. Love that stuff. Guys, we have reached the tribute portion of the show. Grammy-winning Southeast Texas songwriter Don Williams has died at the age of 63. Don was most notably the pen behind Alan Jackson's 2003 hit "It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere," and he also took home a Grammy for Best Country Song of 2003. Vidor native and country music legend Don Williams passed away on Saturday evening. Rollins was most notably the pen, like I said, behind "It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere," took a Grammy home for that song. Rollins also had songwriting credits for country music superstars Randy Travis, Reba McEntire, and Faith Hill, according to the Museum of the Gulf Coast. Rollins graduated from Lamar University as a saxophone student in 1983 as a student of Lamar President Emeritus Dr. James S. Simmons. Outside of his seismic impact in the country music scene, Rollins poured his talent for music into public education, according to, once again, the Museum of the Gulf Coast. Rollins had a 17-year career as a successful music educator in the public schools of Texas. He served as band director for Vidor, Woodville, and many other schools around Texas. His bands have received superior awards in marching, concert, and sight reading contests, and his jazz bands won numerous festivals, including the University of Houston Jazz Festival in 2001. And after his breakout success in 2003, Rollins shifted his focus more towards these educational projects. He taught songwriting classes for songwriting and even appeared as a guest speaker at the Berklee School of Music and Renaissance Center of Dixon, Tennessee. Once again, Don Williams was 63 years old, or Don Rollins, was 63 years old. And here he is from Jim King of the TV and radio YouTube channel, performing his Grammy Award-winning song, "It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere." Rest in peace, Don.
The sun is hot and that old clock is moving slow, and so am I. The workday passes like molasses in the wintertime. Hey, but it's July. I'm getting paid by the hour and older by the minute. My boss just pushed me over the limit, and I'd like to call it something, but I think I'll just call it a day. So pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Don Rollins teamed up with his old songwriting buddy Jim Moose Brown in 2003 to write "It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere," a Grammy Award-winning song.
Well, it must have really changed your life, winning that Grammy, huh?
Definitely. I mean, all the stuff that went along with it. I mean, once you do something at that level, it kind of gets you in a club. You know, and I'm still in that club, so it's just kind of cool. I get to go to New York and LA and Nashville and work with people. You know, even though I'm living back in Texas now, it really doesn't matter that much anymore.
But that wasn't your first songwriting success. I think it was in 1989 for Ray Price.
89, I got the first song I ever got published or really came to anybody's attention ended up being cut by Ray Price and was a single.
That must have been a big thrill.
It was a kick. I mean, I was 28 years old and got to pick up a billboard and see my name in the small print there. That was a great thing.
And pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I could pay off my tab, pour myself in a cab, and be back to work before 2. But at a moment like this, I can't help but wonder, what would Jimmy Buffett do? He'd say, pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. No, I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
And I bet it's 5 o'clock on the King of the Road show all the time.
In less than 100 years, radio has come on.
All right, that was Don Rollins doing his song It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere. Once again, rest in peace, Don Rollins, at the age of 63. All too young, way, way too young. Next up on our playlist tonight is a brand new song again from a brand new record. This was just released. This is Carry You With Me, which is the title track from the brand new album from Courtney Patton.
When the sun goes down, when my soul wakes up, drinking warm red wine out of a coffee cup, I watch the needles glow on the Joshua tree as the seed pods blow across the Mojave. When the sun goes down, feet firmly on the ground, I carry you with me. I'm halfway through, I guess I hit my stride. Can't seem to slow things down, but not because I haven't tried. I'm living right, but I've still had some fun. You might not believe all the shit that I have done. I'm halfway through, every day brings something new, and I carry you with me. Carry you with me, rolling planes to the deep blue sea, trying hard just to let it be enough that I'm still here, living for the both of us, a flicker carried by a wind gust, until I meet you down in the dust. I carry you with me. Traveled now close to 20 years around this ball of life, leaving a trail of tears. Some I've shed for you, and some wash over me. There's so much beauty left that I have yet to see. I've traveled now all alone, and yet somehow I carry you with me. Carry you with me, rolling planes to the deep blue sea, trying hard just to let it be enough that I'm still here, living for the both of us, a flicker carried by a wind gust, until I meet you down in the dust. I carry you with me. I carry you with me, rolling planes to the deep blue sea, trying hard just to let it be enough that I'm still here, living for the both of us, a flicker carried by a wind gust, until I meet you down in the dust. I carry I'm living for the both of us, a flicker carried by a wind gust, until I meet you down in the dust. I carry you with me.
All right, that's Carry You With Me from the incomparable Courtney Patton. I am such a huge fan of Courtney's. I love her so much. And again, a lot of these songs were requested from social media this week, so make sure you're following along. And moving right on to the from the playlist, we got Steven Wilson Jr. with a song live at the print shop called I'm a Song. Y'all check it out.
Yeah, I have a song. It's not released, but yeah, I'll play it. It's a tough one for me to play, but I'll do it anyway. This is called I'm a Song, and it was my dad's favorite song of mine. He told me it was his favorite song ever. This was like one of the last conversations we ever had, and this is one of those why don't you just sing it conversation songs, and this is one of those songs that I told him, no, I don't do that. So I'm gonna do that. I'm the show in San Antonio, the middle of a rodeo, the daddy's hand that you used to hold when you walked back to the car. I'm the sound of the county fair, Ferris wheel kisses high up in the air, a sip of brandy when your soul is bare and you need to share your heart. I'm the words that'll hit you, that'll get you where you're going, so you never go there alone. I'm the melody glued to the memory that you can't shake when it comes on. I'm the part of you that you listen to riding in the radio all night long. I'm a song. Whoa, whoa, I'm a song. First time that you got high, I even helped you realize that she wasn't right for you. You fall down, I pick you up again. I helped a boy become a man. When your best friend died, I helped you cry and finally turn him loose. I'm the words that'll hit you, that'll get you where you're going, so you never go there alone. I'm the melody glued to the memory that you can't shake when it comes on. I'm the part of you that you listen to riding in the radio all night long. I'm a song. Whoa, whoa, I'm a song. I'm the part of you that you listen to riding in the radio all night long. I'm the words that'll hit you, that'll get you where you're going, so you never go there alone. I'm the melody glued to the memory that you can't shake when it comes on. I'm the part of you that you listen to riding in the radio all night long. I'm a song. song.
Yeah, that's Steven Wilson Jr. with I'm a Song, another great one. It's such a good way of finding new artists to me. These are not new artists, a lot of them, but new songs to me is just by asking my friends, and it's such a good way to learn of new music that is new to me. And I'm just so excited to have this show and to be able to put and share a lot of these songs with y'all every single week. Back to our bizarre history. Victorians ate arsenic to make their complexion paler. This is true. If you're hungry for a snack, you should try snacking on Dr. Rose's arsenic complexion wafers. These terrifying chalk white crackers whitened your skin. Prolonged exposures to arsenic can cause vitiligo, or a loss of pigment, but it can also severely damage your internal organs. Victorians also used to bathe in arsenic springs to achieve their desired complexions. Oh, the things they would do to become transparent, right? Crazy, crazy stuff. Back to the music, guys. Here is an awesome band from right here in East Texas. This is Gypsum and the Travelers, and the song is called Too Wild.
It's taken me a while to figure out. I knew I'd never be the golden child. That's why you'll always catch me hanging outside. That's probably why I've always liked animals better. Call us birds of a feather. I've always liked animals better. All this fur stuck on my sweater, 'cause you don't understand me and you don't understand them. But you always abandon us, 'cause I talk too much and I talk too loud, and I won't shut up and I won't calm down. I never got out of my chewing phase. It really comes out on my worst days. I've always liked animals better. Call us birds of a feather. I've always liked animals better. All this fur stuck on my sweater. I've always had pack issues. That's probably why I'm always pissing on your shoes. I've always had pack issues. That's probably why I'm always pissing on your shoes. I've always been too wild for you. 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 Chosen my family and my family says woof. I've chosen my family and they don't give a fluff. I've chosen my family and my family says wolf. I've chosen my family, they're a family of wolves. I've always been too wild for you. 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 I've always liked animals better. Call us birds of a feather. I've always liked animals better. All this fur stuck on my sweater. Fur on my sweater. Animals better. I've always liked animals better. All this fur stuck on my sweater.
Gypsum and the Travelers. The song is called Too Wild. Animals Better. Love Jewel Renee so much. She is the fiddle player and lead vocalist for Gypsum and the Travelers. I absolutely adore them. And I hope you guys will check them out. Anyway, we are moving back to the music. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's do some funny headlines, you guys. It is time for funny headlines. The very first one is from the Futurism magazine, and it says, "Wind blowing out of Uranus makes it hard to probe," NASA complains. Oh, yes, indeed. Sounds like a problem. Oh, man, Florida man busted after masturbating inside of a Miami Beach Starbucks. Yes, that's from the New York Post. Let's see. Ohio student's lunch interrupted by greased naked peer. Police taser. Ugh, fun times. From the BBC, manslaughter considered by Sicily yacht sinking investigators. Yikes. And last but not least, talking about Justin Timberlake and his DUI, Star's driver's license goes bye in DWI case. Let's move back to the music. This is Earth Died Screaming by the legendary Tom Waits.
On the midway, Jacob's in the hole, monkeys on the ladder, the devil shovels coal, with crows as big as airplanes, lion has 3 heads, and someone will eat the skin that he sheds. And the earth died dreaming, while it's dreaming. Well, the earth died dreaming, while it's dreaming. Dreaming of you. Well, hell doesn't want you, and heaven is full. Bring me some water, put it in the skull. I walk between the raindrops, I weed in Bughouse Square, and the army ants, they leave nothing but the bones. And the earth died screaming, while it's dreaming. Well, the earth died screaming, while it's dreaming. Well, the earth died screaming, while it's dreaming. Dreaming of you. There was thunder, there was lightning, and then the stars went out, and the moon fell from the sky. It rained mackerel, it rained trout, and a great day of wrath has come. And here's mud in your big red eye, and the poker's in the fire, and the locusts take the sky. And the earth died dreaming, while it's dreaming. And the earth died dreaming,
Died Screaming by Tom Waits. I implore everybody to check out that entire record. It is absolutely amazing. I believe it's called Bone Machine. It's absolutely crazy, crazy good. Speaking of crazy good, guys, the 47th guest on the Boston Chris podcast will release this coming Saturday at 6 p.m. And here is my guest from that show and her brand new single. This is called Rifleman. And this literally just came out. So I'm excited to share this with y'all, and I hope y'all will tune into my interview with her on Saturday night. So yeah, here it is. Helene Cronin on Tunesday Tuesday.
Crawl through the mud of a cabbage farm in Germany. Sharpshooter doing grunt work in the infantry. Kept a Bronze Star and a marksman's medal buried in a dresser drawer. Came back a hero, but sometimes I think we didn't win that war. They sent him off a boy, brought him back a wreck. Nightmares, bombshells, shrapnel still exploding in his head. Scared of something you won't understand till you've wrestled a rifle out of the hands of a rifleman. He grew up in the country but never went hunting again. He'd take me out shooting BB guns at old coffee cans. I'd find his whiskey in the hamper under the dirty clothes. Shouldn't own a 30-06 and a hair trigger temper you can't control. They sent him off a boy, brought him back a wreck. Nightmares, bombshells, shrapnel still exploding in his head. Scared of something you won't understand till you wrestled a rifle out of the hands of a rifleman. One day in a panic, I hid that gun up in the attic. I think he knew that it was there. He never brought it down, never again waved it around. Maybe he was just as scared, 'cause they sent him off a boy, brought him back a wreck. Nightmares, bombshells, shrapnel still exploding in his head. Oh, scared of something you won't understand till you wrestled a rifle out of the hands. Till you wrestled a rifle out of the hands of a rifleman.
All right, that's my buddy Helene Cronin with The Rifleman. Rifleman, I love that song so much. I love her so much. She's such a truthful artist. So much honesty in her art, and I love her so much. So I hope you guys will check out Helene if you are a fan of storytelling in music, which I am. Guys, let's talk about some of the more well-known and notable people who have passed away within the last week. Some of these are music-related, some of them are not. But let's see. On February 5th, Dave Jordan, American record producer and recording engineer, passed away at the age of 75 from a stroke. Irv Gotti, who was 54 years old, he was also an American record producer and an executive with Murder Inc. Records, died from complications from multiple strokes. Let's see here. Will Cagle, 86-year-old American racing driver, complications from a fall, also passed away on the 5th of February. Richard Meredith, who was an Olympic champion in 1960 and an American ice hockey player, passed away at the age of 92 on February 6th. Bobby Hamilton, who was an American singer with the Choice 4, also was announced to have passed away on February 6th as well. Let's see here. Virginia Hallis McCaskey, who was one of the oldest American football executives and owners, and George Hallis's daughter, passed away at the age of 102 on February 6th. Tony Roberts, who was an American actor who played in Annie Hall, played again Sam Serpico. He died of lung cancer at the age of 85 on February 7th. And just some of the more notable names: Dick Jarin, who was an American football player and also a coach of the Chicago Bears, passed away at the age of 74 on February 8th. Casey Carlson, who was an American comic book editor, passed away at the age of 68. He was most notable for editing comic books with Batman and Superboy in them. I didn't even know there was a Superboy. On February 9th, Walter Robinson, who was an American painter and art writer, passed away of cancer at the age of 74. Benny Chastain was an American racing driver from the ARCA Menards series, passed away at the age of 82 on that day as well. February 10th, John Cernuto, 81, who was an American poker player. Imagine being famous for playing poker. Interesting stuff. He also passed away on the 10th. And February 11th, nobody really too notable on that day passed away, but that is some of our notable passings for the past week. Getting back to the music, we're going to play a song from Ben Morris. This is a song called Someone You Can't Live Without. Y'all check it out.
He sat down at the table, buried his face in his hands. She knew his heart was breaking. She tried to help him understand. My son, let me tell you what love is really about. Don't just find someone to live with. Find someone you can't live without. Don't compromise for love that's not right. There's things worse than living alone. Don't make a mistake. Be patient and wait. One day you'll find true love. He heeded her words of wisdom. Time swiftly went by. Then one day it happened. He found the love of his life, a love that would last forever. In his mind there was no doubt he hadn't just found someone to live with, but someone he could not live without. Bundle of joy, small baby boy, blessing their lives once again. Years come and go as they watch him grow into a fine young man. And then one day the son said, Father, my girlfriend and I want to live together, but not as a husband and wife. My son, let me tell you what love is really about. Don't just find someone to live with, find someone you can't live without. Don't just find someone to live with, find someone you can't live without.
Someone You Can't Live Without from Ben Morris. Another one that was requested through our social media this week. We are down to our last 4 songs of the week, and 3 of these are our specialty songs. So this will be our last song that is not a specialty song. This is Billy Joe from Domino Lewis. Y'all check it out.
It was a windy day, a 52, the season of the corn. On a grassy hill covered in dew, when Billy Joe was born. The second child of a family, 3 kids raised on the cheap. Billy had a secret that he didn't mean to keep. Well, he took all his money and he traveled up to town. With a dream in tow, a song he knew, he played for everyone. Sure to be adored by people that he found. He made his way up to the top of a solitary man. And he said, look for me, Mama, in the stars. I'll be shining like a diamond, I'll be playing in the bars. Watch me go, oh Daddy, when I'm there, with a special kind of halo, they don't make those everywhere. They told him, son, you've got the touch and don't you let it go to waste. You've no idea, it's such a rush, and would you like a taste? Soon Billy found he liked the sound of clapping in the night. Soon Billy found that Billy lost the trust in wrong from right. Because the singing turned to laughter, and the laughter turned to wine. Before he knew, the wine got sour across the long white line. He listened when they told him, you've got what it takes. And Billy made a lot of friends and a couple more mistakes. And he said, bury me, Mama, when I'm done. I'll be driving down the country a bullet in my head. It was a winter day of 82, the season of the snow. 'Neath a poster that read, God is true, death came to Billy Joe. The second child of a family, forever now asleep. Billy had a secret that he didn't mean to keep.
All right, that's Billy Joe by Domino Lewis. I absolutely love her voice so much. I'm excited to have found her music and hope to find more as well. Jane, welcome in. Glad to hear about the baby, and I'm glad everything is doing well. That is my friend Jane Doll, for you guys out there wondering. We're going to continue with the music, and this is, we have come to our TikTok Stop Scrolling Song of the Week. What that means, guys, is every single week I always feature a song or an artist that made me stop scrolling during my vegetation state on TikTok. And this week's is from a band called Disappeared Completely. Sometimes I wish I could do that. This song is called No Place for Me, Part 1. Y'all check it out.
There's no place for me. Lonely, stuck in misery. No light to see.
That is Disappeared Completely. That is No Place for Me, Part 1, right here live on Tunesday Tuesday. That is our TikTok Stop Scrolling Song of the Week. And moving on to our number one song in Texas, which we feature every single week. The number one song in Texas this week is from David Adam Byrnes. This is More Afraid of Living.
Bartender, pour me another round. Just fill her up and set her down. And I'll take one more for the road, one more time before I go. The reason that I smoke 2 packs a day and I drink all I can drink, living without her's living hell. Lord, why do I do this to myself? If I said I'm not scared, I'd be lying. I'm just more afraid of living than dying. My bed'll be the backseat of my car. Just put my keys behind the bar, and I'll lay down holding on to memories, waking up with only me. The reason that I smoke 2 packs a day and I drink all I can drink, living without her's living hell. Lord, why do I do this to myself? If I said I'm not scared, I'd be lying. I'm just more afraid of living than dying. Could this be my last drink or my last cigarette? I pray someday I'll get over her and learn to live again. If I said I'm not scared, I'd be lying. I'm just more afraid of living than dying. Bartender, pour me another round. Just fill her up, set her down.
All right, More Afraid of Living is by David Adam Byrnes, the number one song in Texas right now. And really interesting about David Adam Byrnes, he has had 11 singles that have gone out to the Texas charts, and all 11 of those singles have gone number one. All 11. He is the only artist in the history of Texas to do that. And very super interesting stuff. He is very, very good. Guys, we are down to our last song of the program by our 6th, I think, Marquee Artist of the Week. We do a Marquee Artist every single Monday, and this week's Marquee Artist is from Longview, Texas. My brothers and friends from the rock band Post Prophet. This is a song called Too Toxic. Y'all check it out.
To write a love song, but I'm learning to leave well enough alone. What makes we stand on two opposite ends. But it's only a matter of time before you're pulling me back in. When you take it too far, and I'm hanging by a thread. Yeah, you take it too far. Gravitating, keep pulling me under. I'm addicted to the pain. Oh, you take it too far.
All right, that is the boys from Post Profit. Matt Jackson, Zach Hicks, Nick Honor, and Charles Horan. Man, I love those boys so much, and they are actually killing it out there as well. Super proud of them. Guys, this has been episode number 15 of Tunesday Tuesday, and next week we are inviting Mr. Sol Ross onto the show to talk about his brand new single, which is called Weatherman, or Weatherman, which is out now. He will be on the show next Tuesday night at 8 p.m. And we are live every single week at 8 p.m., both on TikTok and Twitch. Facebook is going to be touch and go because of copyright, but we will try to be on Facebook every week, and hopefully they will let me stay live. But if not, then we'll just shut it down. But we are happy to have Sol Ross on the show next week. Weatherman will be the song we feature, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Again, guys, remember you can check out my friend T Bone Stearns in the description below. I want to thank T Bone once again for coming on this week, and I will catch you guys down the road. Thanks for hanging out with us for Tunesday Tuesday here on the interwebs. Much love, y'all.